Hello class, this is Mr. Perez. I'm going to show you how to fix some images and how to do repetitive things in Illustrator. So we have this logo from Miss Garcia and it has the word LEDs. Can you see it there? And the problem is that it's a really cool logo, but it's kind of hard to read. She was trying to recreate an LED little display that this company makes. So even in real life, they're hard to read. So what I was thinking, instead of putting in an angle like this, is to make it look forward, kind of like the game Connect 4, when you have all the little things repeating next to each other, looking from the front. So I'm gonna go to Illustrator to try to make this. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 by 7. So I'm gonna make this little amount of circles. But this is really easy to do in Illustrator because Illustrator is designed to do repetitive things like this. And this is how I would do this in Illustrator. First thing I need to do is to draw one of the little spheres. So I go ellipse tool, and I notice that you have like a gradient on it. So I need to make just one the way I want it. So I have that there. Okay, I put a gradient on it. But when I look at my gradient tool, instead of linear, I want to put radial. And bring my swatches over. And I'm going to change the color from, she has like a red there. In the center is kind of like white. Or like a light orange color. Something like that. Let me see what she had. Hers are white. So let's do a white to stay true to the design. So now I have 1 and I need 15. I'm gonna do 15 in a row. Look how easy this is. All you have to do is go to Effect, okay, Distort and Transform, Transform. And I tell Illustrator that I want 15 copies of it. Okay, and I hit Preview. And when I start moving them, see Move horizontally. I can move them that way. Look how easy that is. And I moved them until I'm happy with it. So I think I moved them too much. I want them closer so they can read better. So I'm good with that. Now, if I click here, I hit Option. You see the double arrow, the double pointer when I hit Option? Then I'm moving it down. The green line indicates me that I'm moving perfectly down. And you see, it recreates all of them. I'm going to move it up a little. I'm not happy with that. Maybe there. Okay, that's looking cool. And whoops, another mistake, because on her stuff, they're actually black. Only a few of them are red. So I go, man, this is really bad, but that's okay. All I have to do is take this one, make it black, and all the other ones are gonna change as well. So no biggie. Now, because I hit Option, when I drag it down, Illustrator remembers the movement that I did. So all I have to do now is to duplicate that action. Command D or duplicate. Oops. And since I move it one more time, let me see. I move it before a little bit, so it's not doing it the way I want. Let me do it again. Option, and I drag the same distance. I think I got it right there. And now Command D is gonna do the other ones. I needed to have, I believe, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one command. I'm pressing Command down, and I hit the D. Now I got all the ones that I need. I'm like totally happy. The problem is now that these are all connected. If I move one of these ones, all the other ones are gonna move as well. So what I have to do is to separate the things. So I select everything, which it's really just this row here because all the other ones are like just like an echo of this one. I go Object, Expand Appearance, and now they're all individual little symbols. Now I can take a pointer arrow, okay, my selection tool, and I can click. They still group, so that's not a tool I want to use. But with the white arrow, I can select as many as I want. So I can do this one, 3, 4, 5. Now I can apply that gradient that I made before. I got it already made here, so all I have to do is just hit that gradient. And there you go. For the L, then I'm going to do the E. So I'm pushing the shift key down and whoops, went by accident there. And I'm trying to be true to her design. And then I'll do the same thing for the D. And I think you kind of figure out now how to do this. Finally, another thing that I noticed that I don't have is she has a little box around it, kind of like the little device that generates these LEDs. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to my layers menu. And if you don't see it out here, you just have to do is just look for it. So I'm gonna look for my layers. They're right here. You see, I got one layer. I'm gonna create a new layer. I'm gonna drag it to the bottom. I'm gonna lock the top layer so I don't click by accident here at all. Okay, and I'm gonna make a rectangle. I want it with the round corners. I think it'll be kind of cool to do it that way. I need to be in the correct layer, of course. And you want to make this right. So I go, so it's the same distance in all the sides. Ooh, I got that funny looking gradient. I could make it here and when I put some black on it, and then you can have something like that, or maybe this should be a lighter gray. It'll look more metallic that way. There are different things that you can do. I don't know the material the thing is made out of, so maybe it's appropriate, maybe it's not. I really don't know. So let's say I'm happy with this, then you know what to do with the rest. Now I will lock the background layer, open this one, and then you can go again with the white arrow, click on the layer, and you can start clicking on your little shape and fill it up the way you want it. On this case, I'm using two different gradients. I didn't do it on this time. That was kind of silly from me, but you can actually save them. You can like click them and you can drag them over here. And see if I click this, I can actually drag it and save it. Of course, I'm doing it now, but you can do it. So that's another way to deal with this. Where you have, there we go, from the gradient area, now I save it. I could have saved the red one that I have here as well. So if I have this gradient here, now it's showing there, so I can put it here on my swatches. That way, like this one that I did it wrong, I can click the correct one and it's gonna be fixed. So I hit Shift, and Shift, to do the D. I can keep doing it. It's just a little hard to read because of the nature of the image itself. It's just a hard little thing to read. But that's an idea. Maybe you can have more little circles so the E could actually go all the way here. And then maybe people will think of it as an E if they see the image this way. Then this one will have to be black though in order to achieve the image that you want. See, the D will be here. Ooh, the move. Command Z, undo, and that just like take care of it. And then you can fill them up that way. So anyways, I hope you find this video helpful as in how to repeat shapes. Remember, effect, transform, distort and transform, and then you go to transform. That was one of the effects that I used. And the other one was with the black arrow, I click on something, I hit Option, and I drag down. And it's a matter of Command D to keep expanding this down at the same distance. Thank you and take care.